Hey, everybody, welcome to May. I can't believe it's May. Summer collection is launched, and we have this gorgeous warmer of the month. Let's, I really think it's gorgeous. I was going to open it for you guys, but then I'm taking it to my mom this weekend, and I thought I would never get it back in the box. So that's all you're seeing of it from my end. We have Eva Sachs with us tonight, and if you don't know her, she is amazing. I'm going to spotlight her. I'm sure she'll love that. She is incredible. I don't even know how long I've known you for. I've known you for a long time, it seems like. And if you have been to Scentsy events in the past, like Scentsy Family Reunion and that kind of thing, you might recognize her because she is kind of the queen of cause products and has had quite a bit of stage recognition for that. But tonight, that's not what she's talking to you about. So also, I want to touch base and mention we had a fantastic leadership retreat that ended yesterday morning. I think yesterday morning. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is today. Yeah, Amanda's like, long time no see, Eva. It was incredible. And if you guys missed it, we hope to see you at a future one. But one of my favorite highlights was the fact that Dan Orchard, who is our president and interim CEO, happened to be in Orlando still from the Superstar Director at Disney event. And so he stopped by and spent a couple hours with us, which was super fun. So, all right, without any further ado, I'm going to pass the floor to you, Eva. She is talking about overcoming obstacles. It's all you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Long time no see, some of you. I miss all of you already. I am, as you can see, I'm in my car, overcoming an obstacle. My son's like, Mom, I've got soccer practice tonight. I'm like, what? So yeah, last minute soccer practice, an hour away from home, 8 to 9:30. So we'll get home 10:30-ish, something like that. Yeah. So I'm in my car and I have notes and I'm gonna wing it. But my name's Eva Sachs, for those of you that don't know me, Superstar Director out of Pennsylvania, originally from Maryland. Been with Scentsy for 11 years now. Joined completely on a whim and never owned any products, so it came in my kit. And I have overcome some obstacles. So when it comes to excuse busting, I can definitely bust any excuse you probably have. If anybody here would ever need to reach out to me about anything, you are more than welcome. Please reach out. I'm here for you if you need me. So then here we go. We're going to talk about what I think are the top 10 roadblocks to your success. 10 roadblocks that can keep you from being successful. How to overcome them. I'm going to try to stay within my 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I will talk too fast because I don't want to take too much of your time. But if you have any questions at the end, please feel free to ask me. So the first thing is not having a clear vision. If you don't have a clear vision, you must have a clear vision. So what do you want your Scentsy business to be like? What does this business mean to you? Is it to help pay for daycare, groceries, fun money, vacation, college for your kids, anything? Get your nails done. Oh, I need to fill in. This is really bad. Simple little things, right? The more clear your vision is, the more likely you are to have success and the faster you're going to achieve it. So why are you doing this? Why you're doing this right now may not be why you started doing this last year or 5 years ago or whenever. For me, sometimes what keeps me on track with my vision is a word. My word has been intentional for the last 2 years. And it's crazy because Disney Institute, they use the word intentional a lot. And I've found that when I am intentional with the things that I do, whether it's booking parties, getting orders, sponsoring, being intentional, that makes it happen. I had to start taking action on the things that are important to me. And those things are being a better leader, better mom, better wife, better friend, all of those things. So having that vision of what you want this business to be like for yourself. The second thing is the big old F word, Not that word. Not that word. The word, the F word is, you know what it is. It's failure, the fear of failure. It's okay to fail. We all fail, right? I've failed a lot, but you have to fail forward and you have to learn from it. You can't let worry and fear and uncertainty hold you back. Because if you do, it's going to keep you from reaching your full potential, not only in this business, but in life and everything that you do. You've got to definitely eliminate those bummer words like no, never, can't, won't, maybe, if, right? Instead, you've got to use words like I can and I will. Those have to be your words. Even if you get sticky notes and you put words of affirmation up all over your mirror, in your refrigerator, in your car, like I don't care where you have to put them. Words of affirmation. You know, I was told that I was a bad leader early on, maybe 18 months into this, because I went through some pretty tough things. And I was being a bad leader at the time because I was trying to take care of me. I was trying to put that oxygen mask on me so I could survive, so I could be here for my son. And I was definitely failing. But guys, you have got to give yourself some grace and not shame yourself. Learn from your mistakes and don't beat yourself up. You keep believing the lies you're telling yourself, that you suck and all these things. You know, you might have sucked at that moment, but it's not going to be forever. You know, you might have made a mistake, but you're going to learn from it. And if you keep believing that, it's going to keep holding you back from what you need to do. And you know that. So quit doing that. The things that you say to yourself, I said this to a couple of you at the retreat. The things that you say to yourself and about yourself, you would never say to your best friend, someone that you really love and someone that you care about. So quit saying that to yourself. It's going to do more harm than good, truly. Number 3, your lack of determination. Your lack of determination. You have got to turn challenges into a problem that needs to be overcome. You can't let a challenge become a stopping point in your Scentsy journey. It's okay to accept like where you are right now, but it's just temporary, right? You have to step away sometimes from a challenge, regroup instead of just giving up. People give up so easily. You're going to be told no if someone doesn't want to book a party or they don't want to place an order, they don't want to join your team. It's okay. People say, you've sponsored hundreds and hundreds of people. Yeah, because I've probably talked to thousands of people. I've just been told no more. I've been told no more. Walt Disney was told no, 201 times. Can you imagine if he just gave up after he was told no the first time, the 50th time, the 100th time? Right? Lack of determination. You've got to keep plugging along. How bad do you want this? How bad do you want to be able to be at home with your kids? How bad do you want that thing that you have there in your clear vision, right? How bad do you want it? Number 4, when you have no action plan. No action plan. I mean, like, do you just get in your car and just drive around aimlessly? Like you have no clue where you're going or what you're doing? Or do you know where you're going? Do you know that you're going to the store, you're going to the gym or wherever you're going, right? No action plan. How do you track your goals? How are you tracking your goals? The best way to track your goals is to find a way that you're going to actually use, a way that works for you. Now, this little ditty here, where is it? Oh, here it is. I thought it fell down in the seat. Now, granted, I didn't film this last part. I should. Those of you that are like OCD would be like, I can't believe you didn't finish that. But I did earn annual sales. Okay. So this is a goal tracker. You guys have probably seen it before somewhere. You have annual sales, annual mentor. Guys, the first year that I actually filled this out was the first year that I earned annual mentor. Because I could see it right in front of me. Who I signed, when I signed them, how much they had in PRV. When they hit certified, I'd highlight it, right? this is when I hit it because I had a clear goal. And mind you, annual sales is important, but it's not as important as annual mentor if you really want to build your business and your paycheck. This is going to get you this. I don't know if it's in there, but I have it. I know Karen probably has it, and I can share it in the group page if she doesn't. You know what? If you go for this and you fall short, it's okay. Because if you flipped these parties over here to this, that's a good thing, right? And it even tells you on here, 3 to 4 conversations a week, 12 to 14 a month, 114 people, right? And that's a goal. That's a goal. And if I told you there were 114 people in a room next to you, and if you talk to each and every one of those people and you got to know them and you build a relationship with them, that you would most likely sponsor 14 of those 114 people, would you go in there and would you talk to every one of them and get to know them? You would. Absolutely would. But you're meeting those people every day. Every day you're meeting those people. You're just not taking the time to get to know them. You're not figuring out the goal and the plan, right? Jason Harwood, I can't remember the order in which he said this, but like the who, what, and where, like who are you going to meet? Where are you going? And what are you going to say, right? So that's back to the plan. When you know you're going to the grocery store today, you're going to the gym, you're going to the post office, wherever you're going, who are you going to see there? Where are you going? Who are you going to see? What are you going to give them? Be prepared. Have things with you. I kept telling myself I was going to have something with me when I went to the gym, and I kept forgetting. And finally, one day I had a couple little sample packets and I gave it to the girl at the counter. And she said, "Oh my God, I love Scentsy. Do you have one of those salt warmers? I need one of those." I said, "Actually, I do." "Oh my gosh, can you bring one on? I need that." The conversation would never happen, right? She's on my list to sponsor her. Next kit that I have available, I'm gonna offer it to her. But do you see what I'm saying? Making the plan. You would never run your errands and go to the post office without your mail. You wouldn't go to the bank without your deposit. You wouldn't go to the store without your debit card, right? Be prepared. And guys, have things in front of you that remind you of what your goals are. A dream board, something like that, something that gives you a plan of direction, something you can see. And Orville has said this: a plan plus actions equals results. You can have a plan, but if you don't take the action, you're not going to have any results. And anything less than that would be just a dream, right? Here's number 5, change. Does anybody like to change? No. I don't think anybody loves it. I know I don't. Change. You're going to have to make adjustments. You're just going to have to make adjustments in your life in order to reach the success that you want. For example, so what are some of your current priorities in your life? What are they? Which of those priorities have to be changed? Are you spending too much time scrolling Facebook? Are you procrastinating? That's another number on here. Are you surrounding yourself with like-minded, positive, like-minded people? People that want to see you succeed, or people that want to bring you down? Right? Some of the change you need to make is deciding who you're surrounding yourself with, who you're allowing in your circle. And you know, the people that you are most likely like are like the 5 people you spend the most time around. And you might have to change that. Doesn't mean you have to eliminate them from your life. But Kelly Tenney taught me how to set boundaries, and I've gotten really good at that. So setting boundaries, make sure you do that. Who's in your tribe? Figure that out, right? I don't know if you've heard of Wayne Dyer, but he's a great author. And he says this. He says, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Right? Be intentional, especially with income producing activities. That's something, if you're not changing that, you've got to do that. Things that are going to be helping you get parties booked, orders, and sponsoring. That is income producing. Okay, number 6, negative thinking. Shoo, I've gotten really good at changing that. Negative thinking. So everyone has self-doubt, right? We all have self-doubt. You have to ask yourself these 2 questions. Okay, ask yourself these 2 questions daily. Number 1, did I give my best effort to today's goals? Did I give my best effort? Number 2, did I move closer to reaching my goals? And if not, why? And you probably know why, right? You probably do know why. Negative thoughts decrease your motivation. It's a fact. And the negative thinking can be a vicious cycle. And when you have negative thinking, it just decreases your motivation. Vicious cycle. I can guarantee you, I know what your biggest roadblock is going to be. It's you. You are your biggest roadblock. You're your biggest roadblock. You've just got to get out of your own way. You are what's holding you back. Get that negative thinking out of your head. Like I said, quit believing the lies you're telling yourself. Number 7, your lack of motivation. I can't tell you how many times I've had a leader say, I can't get my team motivated. I just can't. I can't get them motivated. And I'm like, you know why? Because you can't. You can't. You can try to inspire them. Definitely lead by example. But motivation comes from within. Motivation is your general desire to do something. It comes from passion. It comes from finding passion in what you're doing. Like, are you waking up every day thinking about how you can share Scentsy with someone, whether it's the products or the opportunity, right? One of the best ways that I find motivation, honestly, is waking up every day and trying to find something to be grateful for. Every day. At least 2 or 3 things to be grateful for. I don't care if it's my flattening iron. I can put a little twist in here so this hair doesn't look so frizzy, or cover up this barnacle on my chin. Or I told Karen, I'm pretty sure it was Karen I was talking to. I was grateful for just having a bathroom. Like, one day I told my husband, I'm like, did you grow up with an outhouse? Because my grandmother had an outhouse. And I was in the bathroom today thinking, man, I am so glad I don't have to go out to the outhouse in the middle of the night, in the dark, or in the summer, and there's cobwebs and spiders and snakes. Like, seriously, right? A dishwasher, anything. Find something to be grateful for. When you are grateful for the simplest things in life, you tend to become more enthusiastic, which helps get you motivated. Do you see? Vicious cycle. Procrastination is number 8. Procrastination, guys, this is me. I'm number 8. I do procrastinate. So me. Which is the reason for my word, intentional. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you don't take action, then it's not going to work. Are you self-motivated, or do you need external motivation, right? You can find all different kinds of ways to help with this procrastination. You can, first of all, I have a dump list. I create a dump list and I put the thing that I want to do the least at the top. I make the dump list, and I'm a check off as I go person, right? I got to highlight it as I go. I'm also one of those people where I get very overwhelmed. And like, let's say I have 60 follow-ups to do with my fun mail packets that I mail out. 60. That's probably where I am right now, 60. And I used to be like, well, this is just too overwhelming. Number 8 is procrastination. Number 7, I saw that little thing pop up. 7 is lack of motivation. 8 is procrastination. So procrastination. I will procrastinate because I feel overwhelmed by how much I have to do. So like with my follow-up mail, I say, okay, I have 20. I know I'm not going to get all those done today. I handwrite all my thank you notes. I customize their thank you fun mail. I base it on, what fragrance they like. Like, I put thought into this. This isn't just stuffing stuff in an envelope. And I know me. So I say to myself, okay, I have other things I have to do today too. I have got to follow up with my team. I've got to do all these other things. So you know what, Eva? I literally make my list of all my people, and I will count down and say, okay, I'm going to do 5 today, or I'm going to do 10 today. I'm going to do 20 today. I draw a line where I'm going to stop, and I do those, and I'm done. And I put that away, and I move on to the next thing. And I say, it's okay to not get it all done today. You can pick on it. You can pick up on it tomorrow. But it feels so good when I've gotten that section done, like eating that small elephant, that elephant one bite at a time, right? Saying, I achieved that today. Phew, I got that done, right? I find excuses. Oh, can't start that. Dishes aren't washed. Oh, can't start that. Laundry's not done. Next thing you know, half your day's wasted. You got to stop the procrastination. You just do. Find someone that's going to hold you accountable. That's where your tribe comes in, right? Your people. What are you going to get done today? This is what I'm going to get done. And guys, I know sometimes you don't have time. We all are busy, right? But when I was the most successful at Scentsy, literally was when I first started. When I first started, I work from home now. I'm a retired dental hygienist. I work from home. I've got all the hours in the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time. How did I do it? Back when I was putting in 12-hour days, getting up at 6, getting home at 6 at night, a toddler, a husband that didn't help. How did I do it? Because I was intentional with my time. I would get up a little bit early in the morning and get some things done. I would sit in my car on my lunch break and I would get things done for 15 minutes. I would do things after work. I would do things after my son went to bed. If you didn't know this, daily power hour, right in your workstation. If you didn't know this fun fact about me, which I have no problem sharing with you, when I hit director in 7 months, I called Scentsy and I said, I'm a director now. What do? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. And they said, go to your workstation. There's a training center in there for leaders. And I said, what's the training center? Serious, true story. You could have heard crickets. She was impressed though. She's like, you hit director in 7 months? You don't even know what the training center is. I'm like, nope, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Guys, if I could be winging it and make it, you can definitely do it with a plan. But this power hour, it's so great. I think I'm going to incorporate this into my team get-togethers, my Scentsy social things with my group. I'm going to call it like our power hour and just get together and share what we've been doing. Right here it has places for you to put your follow-up, networking, 5 spots for follow-up, 5 spots for networking, 5 things to check in with people on, sharing the opportunity. You can keep track of your monthly goal with your PRV, TWV, GWV, current PRV, all of it. Your top goals for today, top 4 goals for today, vital behaviors, prospecting, recognizing excellence, keep up to date on your team page, training center, all those things. Improving, being intentional, all right there. You can do one every day. Put the date there, right? You can do that. Definitely do that. That's doable, right? That's doable. That was number 8. And you just can't grow. You cannot grow by staying comfortable, right? If you procrastinate because of fear and things like that, you're not going to grow. And you have to celebrate small successes. Small successes. That's it. You've got to put yourself out there and you've got to do hard things. You got to do that. Number 9, we're getting there. Making excuses. This is a Becca Levi thing. You can make excuses or you can make it happen. I think your team is team make it happen. Make excuses or make it happen. How bad do you want this? How bad do you want it? If you want it, you will find a way to make it happen. You must take personal responsibility for your success by eliminating the excuses. Guys, your success has nothing to do with your upline. I know I said it. It has nothing to do with your downline. It has to do with you. I didn't get recognition or coaching or anything from my sponsor. I learned on my own. I found people that were like-minded that wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I read and I listened to podcasts and I went to SFR and I went to World Tour, watched YouTube videos, right? I've never thought, this is the honest truth, I've never thought once about what my upline makes off of me, how much money they make off of me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they do anything for me or not. What they do has no bearing on my success. I'm in control of my success. I'm like blinders on. I'm not looking to the left or the right. I'm like full speed ahead, right? Full speed ahead. Has it been frustrating in the past? Sometimes when I'm like, dang, I would really like them to promote, or I would like them to get paid a title, because if they don't, this isn't going to happen or whatever, right? Like, it's normal to feel that way, but I don't get angry at them. I had a director that wasn't getting paid a title, and then I wasn't getting paid a title. But you know what I thought to myself? That's okay. This isn't what she wants to do right now or can do right now. I'm going to love her where she is, right? I'm going to run with the ones that are running. This person over here, she's a lead consultant. She just lost her job and she's like, Eva, I want to work my business. So I'm like, let's go. And within 6 months, Taylor Miner, she won't care if I mention her name, she promoted to director. She's been getting paid a title ever since, because it's what she wanted. And I worked with her. She did what she had to do. I wasn't making excuses. I wasn't making excuses like, I'm not getting paid a title because of what other people aren't doing. I had to be a good leader, and I had to try to work with those people that wanted to promote. You have to avoid blaming others for your lack of effort, plain and simple, right? Excuses. No one buys from me. I've asked everyone. You haven't asked everyone. You know you haven't asked everyone. You know you haven't followed up with everyone, right? Stop the excuses, guys. I promoted to superstar director on the heels of my dad trying to take his life. I've barely scraped by and earned a trip on the heels of him having a stroke. I was in a deep depression after losing my marriage. My husband abandoned us. I lost my home, and I lost my $80,000 a year job. And I wallowed in self-pity. And 4 days before the end of an incentive trip that I wasn't going to earn, all my directors were going to go, but I wasn't going to go. I had 4 days to earn it. I think I needed to get 3 of my people to certified for points, and I had to sell like $2,300. And I had been making excuses for myself, but I woke up that morning and I was like, stops today. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, you've got to make this happen. I didn't collect $2,500 in orders in 4 days. I found people who wanted free and half off Scentsy. That's how you collect that many orders. You find hostesses. You don't try to tap out all your customers, right? I found a way to work through the excuse. The girls got to certified 4 days. Yeah. So when someone messages me at the beginning of the month and they say, I can't get active this month, I give up, I quit. I'm like, well, if you're telling me that today, then yeah, you've already quit. $200 within a month, you can do this. That's when I go to their Facebook page and I say, okay, I know you like Papa John's pizza, and I know what your dog's name is. I know where you get your hair done. I know what your favorite cocktail is, but I don't know that you sell Scentsy because I haven't seen anything posted in the last 30 days. Like I said, I can bust any excuse you have. And yes, I saw your message and I will post the list. Yeah, so you can't sponsor. How many sponsoring conversations have you had? If you had 3, that's not enough. Maggie, I just made your night. That makes me happy that I made your night. I am glad. Okay, number 10. Here we go. I'm probably like really going over my time. Oh, I think I am. Yes. I'll be quick. 30 minutes. Learn from your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes them. Successful people learn extremely valuable lessons from their mistakes. You're setting yourself up for failure if you think everything is going to go your way, because it's not. It's not. Are you going to have roadblocks? Yes. There are going to be times when you've got to backtrack, and that's okay. But the one thing, the only way that you're going to fail is if you just quit moving. Don't quit moving. Even if it's slow, it's okay. If you quit and you try to stop, and it's gonna be hard to get that momentum going back again. Not saying that you can't, it's just harder. When you stop, it makes it harder to get that momentum back. Orville's talked about that before, right? About the momentum. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the roadblocks that I went over, I mean, these can be stepping stones in your business. You're going to feel like some of these are more relevant to you than others, but they can definitely be stepping stones to your success. You just have to identify which ones are holding you back. And you just have to work harder to eliminate them. So just remember that this is your life and these are your goals, and it can become your success if you choose for it to be. So hopefully this is your year. I hope to see you at SFR. I will have a button on that says, "Hi, I can't remember your name either." Yeah, one time a girl was like, "Hi, Eva, how are you?" I'm like, "Hi." And she's like, "You have no idea who I am, do you?" And she put her name over her name tag. And I'm like, I don't know. So I have that button now. But there's that. I am going to, Orville says he needs one of those buttons too. I have to get one made for him. He's like, "I need that button." So I'm gonna look at comments now. Karen, are there any questions for me? I took
So
half an hour of your
if you have a
time.
question, put it in the chat. There was one question. So what do you do with basically when your team just isn't super responsive on social media? The comment was like, I make posts, I ask questions, everyone sees it, no one comments, or like one person comments.
Okay, so she means customers.
I think team. My team has no motivation. Yep, team.
Her team has no motivation. Okay, I'm not sure how big her team is, but I would say that it's probably false to say none of them have motivation. I would definitely tell her to look at her downline and see, I mean, who's even putting in any PRV, right? Any PRV, even if it's a couple hundred PRV, reach out to people personally, one-on-one, let them know you saw them, right? Like they might not have been active the last 2 or 3 months, but you saw they were active this month. You saw that they had some PRV, like reaching out to them. I've found that when I connected with my team personally, one-on-one, reaching out, making friendships with them, people that I could actually spend time with, or even do a Zoom chat with, or Facebook Messenger chat with, you build these relationships with them. And then it's like they want to do better. They want to do more with you. Hopefully that makes sense. But I think it's reaching out to them personally versus just hoping that you're putting something out there that they see. Because like I said, the motivation comes from within, but sometimes you can be the catalyst to that when you're connecting with them.
That's good. That's good. A few people need buttons just like that. I would need one of those.
We need to make those buttons. I'll have to find out. It was a gift to me from Kathy Ricky, I think her name is, a long time ago. And so, yeah, we need that button.
Yeah, we definitely need that button.
Yes.
So a couple power hour or a couple annual trackers have been dropped in the chat. Make sure you grab those if you need them. There's a link to the one on the workstation there. There's also, I dropped one, Jess dropped individual ones, sales and tracker, and someone else dropped one. I'm trying to think who, somebody else dropped one as well. So the other thing, I dropped the power hour from the workstation. If you just go to the workstation and you type in the word power, it pops up as an option. And same with the annual awards. If you type in annual, it shows up as an option. So hope that's helpful. So thank you. You were so good. And look, you guys, she's seriously, she's doing this for us on the go from her car in the dark. So, and she also volunteered on very short notice for this. We just planned.
I don't know what day it was.
Our Zooms. She's like, I was like, you realize it's this Tuesday? Yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, excellent. Next week, Jess is going to tell us how to maximize Bring Back My Bar. We are not in Bring Back My Bar yet, but we will have the opportunity well, you'll learn from Jess why you need to maximize the opportunity that's coming. So thank you guys for all showing up tonight. Tomorrow night we have Ascend Lounge, which is all consultants, an opportunity to come and network and chat and share ideas. No question is a stupid question. And that's at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Pacific. And then the hour after that, we start our book club book. Our new book is Chillpreneur, and I did not grab it. It's still in my bag that's packed from the retreat, but I listened to it on the way to Florida and on the way back from Florida, and it's fantastic. So it's going to be a really good book. So Nicole, we have a different link for book club. Let me grab it for you, and I'll put it in the chat before we drop off. Eva, thank you so much. That was
You're
fantastic.
welcome.
And it was so good to see you this past weekend.
Yes, it helped me. Hi, I know I didn't get to like see all your faces because I was zoning on my call, but I see some of you waving. Thank you. And just a final note, guys, there would have been a time, my son's getting ready to get in the car, but there would have been a time where me doing that at the last minute would have freaked me out. And there was a time where I wouldn't do these types of trainings because I felt like I had to be like so prepared. And I was afraid that people would come on and they'd say, why did they ask her? She has nothing to offer, right? Like all that stuff you get in your head, but it takes doing it more and more and more. And the more you do it, the more you believe in yourself, the more confident you get, and it gets easier.
Couple questions for copies of the 10 talking points. Will you just
Yes,
them to me when you have time, and I'll share them with all the
will.
SSPs and the
Yes.
leaders. So
I have like a rough copy like
That's fine.
that I had gotten, and then I'll send it to you.
just snap me a picture of it and I'll make it pretty. Sounds
Sounds
good.
good. All right.
Great,
Love you guys.
We'll see you
Miss
next
you
week.
all.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.